Okay guys, right here I took the strut of this 92 Toyota Corolla. I'm gonna replace the whole 4 strut on this. So I'm taking his front strut now, and right here you can see here it's compressed already. The spring, I took it off already here. This Toyota Corolla, it's easy to take off the struts. Just undo the bolts here, 2 bolts. And what I did, because this caliper is interfering while taking the nut here, the lower bolt. So I just took the 1 bolt of the caliper, just bring it down so that you can use your impact there. It's easy. So before this old strut, somebody cut this one. Supposed to be this is connected together. They cut it so that you don't need to take off the brake lines of the caliper. Just spread this thing, and you can take your brake lines out on this thing. So I have a brand new one of this already, as you can see there. Right here I painted a brand new one. This is a PRT. So it came with a black color, like a primer color, and I did the paint this last night. So right here's the box. This is the PRT strut for this for the front one, and I bought a brand new one, a Monroe, for the rear one, rear side. So this one is for the front. So it's good, it's a good strut. There's the packaging here. This is from Rock Auto. You can see the rear. This is the rear side. It's pretty nice. It's a Monroe, and it's not bad for the price. It's a good price. It's a wholesale close-out price, so it's a good deal. That's the rear. I'm gonna put the front one first. So that's the box there. So now I'm gonna start putting this brand new one, brand new painted PRT for the front and Monroe for the rear. So as you can see here, I ground it here a little bit to take up some rust a little bit. Now it's a little bit cleaner. No need to dig that whole thing there because it's hard to take up that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray this with a anti-rust here, a trim clad thing. Let's see what happens. This one, it says rust paint. You can also use a converter if you want, but you need to wait until the converter dries. I'm gonna spray this one using this Proform self-etching for the primer, so that it'll, when I spray this one, kind of just like smooth a little bit, just to protect the rust in the future. I'm just gonna start spraying that thing. I scuffed it already. Shake your primer a little bit. So guys, this works perfectly. This compressor thing there, spring compressor, that's from Princess Auto. This spring compressor works really good. It was like 19 bucks or something, 20 bucks, but I got it for only 15 bucks, $15. Spray that right now. So as you can see, there's an out of that. This one's facing to the out of the vehicle, so you're not gonna interchange that. Okay, that's a self-etching primer. I like to spray this one before I put it in the strut. So you guys, I move it here. I'm using a cardboard on the box for the PRT shock absorber. This is the casing for the brand new one, PRT strut for the front. Using it for so that when I spray it, will goes to the cardboard, and I move it a little bit far from the car so that it will not get overspray. So now we're gonna spray some more here on the side. You can spray it, you can see the rust. Doesn't matter if you spray this compressor thing, you can repaint that with black. So let it dry, and we can spray this one in about 10 minutes. You can spray this one. Okay, here I'm gonna spray that one right away. So I'm gonna spray it with trim cloth rust paint. Alright guys, there's a strut for the left front here. Started to compress it. So just easily put my compressor inside here. So you can see in the last longer around here circle, and the second circle here, and here another side is a lower a little bit. Should be good. So I use my impact here, compress it evenly. So you have to make sure you compress it evenly, because it could fly. So you have to be careful. Safety first. Wear gloves just in case it will pinch your finger. And do not face this thing. Do not face your body in this side, because just in case this compressor will fail and it will fly away, it won't hurt you. It will go on that side and won't hurt yourself. So, and you can use your fit tool just to hold like that. Extra protection. You should wear goggles too there. So can see that the gap there is even as the gap here. Should be good. Until you can see it start losing here. So you can see the rubber start losing, so it's all the way to go to the top. And once you put it back on, when you squeeze the spring, so I'm gonna repaint the spring. Once you squeeze this back on, you have to remember how many gaps here, how many teeth for this compressor, so that you will know when you put it on. Okay. Start closing now. Not yet. More. So it's loose now, guys. Now, like how many teeth here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 teeth here. Same thing as the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you put it back, make sure you compress this thing until you reach the 5 teeth in the middle here. Okay, now we can take this apart and take this. I think it's a 21mm socket holding this. 21 or 19? No, 21 small. So I think it's 22. So we have to get a 22. There you go, that's 22. I use my bigger impact. It's just a self-locking nut that's holding. It's spinning through here. I'll sneak my vice grip here. I'm gonna hold this rod here. It doesn't matter if you scratch this thing, because we need to replace the strut. So here, there you go. Came out. So you have to remember, I put a mark before I put it. I put a mark. This is for the front. You can't interchange this one too, because there's a marking here. It says out. So just in case if yours don't have a marker, this one has nothing. The other side is have a marking on the strut mount. So this one's nothing. So they might be was replaced before. The original has a marking on it. The other side has a marking. So I put a mark here. This is facing the front, and I put a marker too. Oh, this one. I mean this one. This one has a marking on the top. The mount of the spring mount, upper spring mount here. This one's nothing. So there's no markings on this. You can interchange this one. Anyway, but I still like to put this one in the same place. So I'll put a dot here, drill a little bit the hole, and this is facing for the facing outside the vehicle. Okay, just gonna take the strut out here. There you go. If you have a new one like this, you can get a new one, the bellow. This one I need to reuse this one. This one I have a new one, so this one's gonna be garbage. This one I need to reuse this because I couldn't find a new one like this. Well, maybe you can find online, but it's still good. Just the bottom. Okay, it's gonna take this out again and clean this. We're gonna repaint this spring. So, same thing here. We gonna use our smaller. Just same thing. You can see the spring, the flat portion of this spring is facing to the top. There you go. Works. Okay, right on. So that's it, guys. We're gonna start cleaning this spring, and we're gonna paint this. So just remember that's facing on you, facing outside the vehicle, and facing on you while install this. Remember that. Okay. And you can interchange it. There's a groove here too. See that end? Nice. Okay, here guys, I show you here. I'm done sanding of this upper mount as well as the coil spring here. So below this upper mount here for the spring, so you cannot interchange this one. See this? There's a marking on this upper spring mount. It says out, so this means facing outside of the vehicle. So when you're putting the strut in the vehicle, so you're facing this one. So you cannot interchange this rubber too, because there's a marking here. It says out, so this OUT out, it joined together here. See that? See that thing? You can see the camera right there. So it goes like that. So you cannot interchange that. And when you open like that, you can see this, the end of the spring. The end of the spring, there's a slot. See that thing? So that the spring will not slide there. That's for safety reason for this rubber mount. It goes like that when you put this thing. So here, see that there? So the end of the spring goes like that. That's good. So right there, it's clean and it's ready to spray for anti-rust. So after 10 minutes, we're gonna spray that with a trim clad anti-rust. Okay, right here is the brand new bellow here from Rock Auto. Gonna check this one out here. Let's check this out. Right on. See, it's including the washer. That's good. And there is a sticker from Rock Auto collector car. So that's it. Okay guys, here I move it a little bit here far from the vehicle, and the front spring mount is painted, so it's back to the like a brand new original spring here, painted with rust paint. So for now, let's get it dry so that I don't want to wreck the paint. So we just leave it dry for now, and I'm gonna take the rear strut here, and I'm gonna start to take this apart, and I think I'm gonna paint the springs too. Look at this spring, the bellow, it's all ripped out. So in order to take this strut here, you need to take this bolt here, the nut from here, same thing as the front one. And this one, we need to disconnect this brake line, or just take the clip off, push this clip, and cut this. Maybe just cut this one off if you want to. Don't need to bleed the brakes here, because if you're gonna disconnect this one, you need to take this one off here. So we're just gonna cut this thing out just to save the brakes for bleeding later. So in order to take the strut out on the top one, we need to take this molding here, the seat, the corner, what you call this thing. So you need to drop this back seat down. It's a little bit harder here, so I'm trying to figure out how I can take this off here. I think there's a see that there is a freaking lever bracket there. Maybe you need to pry that out, or I don't know how it goes. So let's see what happened, and I will discuss it to you once I take it out. It's hard to put my camera here, so I need two hands. So I'm holding my camera so I can show you what exactly the brackets how it holds there. So this what's the side what do they call this seat there? Another connection for the seat. It's a cloth. So I need to take this pad here, top pad. It's a clip here. Just take that clip out with a clip remover. Let's see how this is gonna start that thing. Gonna plug in. Try this thing, eh? There you go. Just like that. Okay, I took it apart here. I'll show you guys. What I did is a little lever here, like some bracket or something. So this thing, see this thing at the back of the back seat pad here. There's a little spring. See this thing? That like a rod, or it's a metal thing. So this one, two slots, it'll catch in this. It'll catch in this thing. It'll go like that. So what you need to do, you need just to pry this thing out. You need to pry this up. To pry this up, I will disconnect from here. It will slide like that. And once you put this back on, you just go up and drop it down a little bit. It'll click, snaps there. So from the bottom here, I think it's just a matter of, see, I'll show you here. Look at that. So there's another thing here, slide. See, there's another kind of bracket. I think you need to push down, but it catches. I need to take this lever. Okay, if you want to take this off, you just maybe take this molding here. So for now, I'm gonna just leave it like that, and we just have an axis for this thing. So I'm just gonna leave it. So put a bungee cord here, tie it, and we can access here. Look at the strut mount there with the 3 nuts. So we're gonna take that off. It's number 12. So that's good. Start taking out. Okay, here I'm gonna put my bungee cord here, guys. See that? Clamp it there and hook up in this headrest here. So now I can easily access this upper mount here with 3 nuts. Okay, start taking this apart using the 12 socket here, 3/8, and the impact, small impact, and the adjustable. I use my adjustable ratchet here, 3/8. Gonna impact the outer one a little bit tight, so you need to put W40 in the thing. The front one is easier for me to use this one, but here in the rear side it's a little bit harder, eh? Oh, it doesn't work. Might need a battery. So let's gonna try our long straight ratchet here. There you go. There you go. Here, this one nut came off. Right here. I'll show you here what exactly it looks like. Here I show you here what exactly it looks like here. So that's the stud there for the strut. The bolts. I'm gonna finish the other one bolt here, left there. Sneak my long ratcheting. It's easy if you can have a electric ratchet, so it's gonna be easier and faster too. Okay, right on. Take it off and put it here for now. So now we're gonna take off this bottom bolt. There's 2 nuts, number 19. So it's gonna use our impact. Alright guys, down here, before we proceed taking this nut off, you should have to take this brake line out here in this bracket first. So that once you finish taking this off, you can grab the whole thing down. Okay, let's take this clip, flat screwdriver and hammer. I sprayed this one with the W40 last night, so it will easily helps to remove this thing. Take the rust off. Right on. See that? You have to put that thing, same thing as like that when we took it off. After now, see, it started to fall. Now we're gonna, I think I need to cut this one off. Cut this one. I like to save this brakes from bleeding out after. I don't want to bleed it. Cut this one, and after cutting, spray this plate off, and we can take this line out. I'm gonna spray more W40 here so that it's so easy to slide. Right on. Now I'm gonna start cutting. Start cutting this plate here, bracket plate or ear bracket plate. So like an ear there. When we cut this one, we have to be careful. We're not gonna cut through to that fitting there. So while cutting this one, make sure you have to wear eyeglasses and mask to just for safety. Don't want to inhale that rust there or any metal. Okay, I'll put my mask on. Well, let's see if we can. I almost hit the this thing here, the fitting. Oh, I cut a little bit. See that? So you have to watch. See, but it's still good because it's just only the tab here. So now I'm gonna spray this thing if I can spray it. Oh, I need a pliers. Let's try this pliers. We can paint this one. Right on. It's not that hard, so I think the brand new one I can cut it off too. And we just once we put this thing back in place like that, we just kind of close this back and put the clips on. Like make sure the it will kind of flat, tap it a little bit and make it flat so that the this fitting here will mount properly so that it will not fall off, and put the clips back on. Here you go, just like that. You need to take this save the brake line for bleeding after, so we don't be careful not to bend this too much, because this is a hard line. You can bend the hard line here. This one is good. This is rubber, just like that. Now we can take this knot off. So right here is my DeWalt impact. So I put in number 3. Number 3 is the strongest one. Before we're gonna take this off, we have to put some contradiction here, like opposite. Hold the bolt here so that it will not turn while we use the impact. Start the bottom one. What size is this? Holy shit! Look at that. So right here, guys, so you know, so the rear knot we're using is not 19. So the front one is 19. So here it's a little small. So probably this one is 16 or 17. Let's try 17. Okay. Alright guys, right here you can see. So this is number 17, guys. Okay. So remember guys, this is number 17 at the rear. 17mm socket and wrench with an impact. Okay. And on. Right on. I'll use our hammer, cut out slowly. Came out. So I like to put this bolt same placement when I took this off. That's what I like to do. Putting it back same place. Up this one. We go a little bit. Yeah. We'll use a puncher. I like to support this thing here, but maybe not. Let's see what happens. The bolt here is kind of stuck there a little bit, so I use my wrench like that and push it towards the back, tapping it. You can use a puncher too, punch that bolt there. I think it's just the weight there, so let's try that. It's not too tight, just I can't pull it in my hand right now, see? So I'm gonna tap that one. Drums are gonna fall off. Let's take this drum out. Screw this. I'll use this one and screw. There you go, guys. It helps. It's good. So it's good to go. We can take this strut off now. Oh, so that's easy. Right, here's the strut. So now when take it off, we need a spring compressor again, and we have to mark this area here. This is facing outside. We have to mark a line here. But this one, I think there's some marking this one too. Sometimes they do, sometimes they not. So I like to mark where they go. Say, put the markings here, line here too, so that way when we put it back, it's easier for us to assemble and contract. That's exactly where the spring mounts. Okay, it's gonna start the job and take the spring out. Look at that mount there. It's pretty clean. Okay, here it's gonna start compressing this spring. Put this out here. So I noticed this spring here, the rear is a little bit smaller compared to the front, so this one is easy to compress. So like that. Pressing this, that point there. So you can put this thing. Like that. And then this way. So see, that's a pretty this thing. Make sure it's clamped really good right there. Just to pre-tighten. This compressor, there's also a square half-inch drive. You can use also this one. You can use only this one if you want, like that. You don't need a socket. Before we proceed, we have to make sure we can mark this down. Okay. Don't forget about it, just in case. Right here you put a mark here. There's the white mark, so I like to drill a little bit markings there, just to once I clean this, so the little drill there, the little spot of the drill will stays. See this thing? Okay, here just put a marking just like that, and the spring too, just like that. Doesn't really matter of this spring, because you can see here there's a slot for the rubber the rubber mounts, and the end of the spring will go into that end here. So just here, just in case if you are too worried about it. So because I'm gonna clean this spring, so that's why I'm making a mark, and I can see that after I paint. So now we're gonna start compressing it. Be careful to take this apart because it could fly into your face, so we have take precautions on this. So what I like to do is do not face this end towards you or towards any people behind you or in front of you. So just in case it could fly, it will break, or it will, this compressor will fail, just for safe. I like to wear leather gloves. This glove is no good. Okay, wear my gloves here. Gonna start compressing it more. and evenly. Look at this, guys. I'm not even go to the farthest part. So it's loose already, so that's good enough. So this rear side here, it's different compared to the front one. So the front side of the vehicle, you need to compress lots. This one of the rear, you don't need to. So it did loose already. Look at that. So it's time to take this and turn it around. Here. So right here, the size now is it's small too. Now they're using a 19 here, 19 millimeter to the top mounting strut mount, not here. So we're using 19. Now we can take this mount. Let me use my 1/2 inch DeWalt impact here. And same thing as the front one, we need to use a vice grip to hold this strut here. I'm using this kind of vice grip round just to hold around here. So we don't need to worry this strut because we need to replace this. You need to worry about scratching. Okay. Like to do, step on it just for safety. There you go, guys. Take off. Now we can take the upper mount. See, there's a bushing in it. See, there's a bushing. Cool. Now I can take this. So you guys, look at this bellow here. It's very rep out here. The bottom rubber is still good. I'm gonna reuse this thing. This one you need to replace that thing. Sliding rubber here and the bellow. Here's the spring. So you have to remember this one, the small round here facing to the top, and this one, the bottom one, facing to the lower bottom of the strut. Okay, and this is a mark here. So I think it's maybe this is factory. It's facing towards the outside or facing towards you when you install this. Okay, let's gonna clean this out, and we need to take this spring compressor out, and we're gonna repaint this spring. Here, guys, I show you. This is pretty dead. Look at that. There's nothing left there. That's why this Corolla rides like riding a roller coaster, or like when it hits a bump, it will jump lots. Look at that. Doesn't want to go back anymore. So that's the dead strut. No more gas in it. So this is garbage. Okay, now here we need to back up the spring compressor so that we can clean this spring. Here. Okay, now it's time to clean this one. We're gonna take the other side too, the left rear on the side of the vehicle. So same thing as what we did here, and this right rear side. So same procedure as the other side. Okay, gonna take that seat out there, or take that siding of the seat. Okay, here we go, guys. Right here at the left rear, I took the strut already. See that same procedure as we did at the right rear side. To take this strut, so I show you again. So just need to drop this seat down here, pull this knob here up, and you can go like that. Bring it down, and this one here, this lever here, you just catch this. You need a flat screwdriver, same thing as I did on the other side, right? To pry this up like that, because this one here, you just go like that there, and then it will go up, and it will unhook. And take your 3/8 drive ratchet here, number 12. Take that knot off, and then next step is to take this away from the bracket. Show you the bracket here. See, So cut this bracket. Make sure you have to be careful to cut this one, so that you don't need to cut this thing all the way through, right? This is a brake line, so just to make to cut that portion there, so that you can spread this out and you can take this away a little bit now, and then you can take the bolts out, and that's it. You can slide the strut out from the vehicle. And now it's a matter of taking that spring out again, and we're gonna paint the whole 2 springs at the back at the same time. Okay, let's do that. Take the spring out. Okay, right here guys, I'm gonna clean up this rear spring. So right here the rear spring, I'm gonna spray it a little bit with the primer, the bare metal. So I put it beside the painted one already. So right there, just a bit carefully, you don't overspray the new one, the painted one. Okay, now I'm gonna let it dry for a bit, and I'm gonna spray that with anti-rust. So here it's dry already, the primer, and I'm gonna spray that with the trim clad rust paint. On the start here. See? Much easier to clean this first before you put the strut. Out here. Beauty.